This is almost one of those don't try this at home rigs, but what I've done, I got one of these Yakima long arms they're called, and people are using these to carry kayaks in their, that's a truck bed hitch rig. So, and usually those boats are about 10 or 12 feet. Well, this is pushing 14, so pretty radical. I've got it, it works really great. I've got a block at the front of the bed, and that block I hook to the bow with a clip, and I pull on that on this rope when I push the boat in, and that's this rope here, and that helps it get it up on the I made a rack for the crossbar. So anyway, I'm not going to be taking it on the highway, but my drive here was about 7 minutes, and then from my house I can get to the water in like 2 minutes. So anyway, there it is at the front. I've just got a block up there, and then I've got a strap across, and then a strap back here. So there's no way it can slide out. It's just a lot of boats sticking out the back. Getting a little more breeze, not much. I'm okay with it staying like this for a little while. I'm just sailing about 3 miles upriver towards Stevenson, and then Home Valley beyond that. Back off on the other tack now, and it's picking up a little bit. I did some gel coat work to the bottom of the boat. It didn't need much, but it had I had to do a little bit of fiberglass work. It had it looked like more than just a crack on the keel, ridge or whatever it is down there. It's not really a keel. So I took that down to the 1979 glass, fiberglass, and then I put a couple of layers of tape, fiberglass tape, and I had put some fiber fill in the little depressed part that looked like it's almost a through hole, and then pared that all down, mixed up some gel coat to match this color, and smooth it off pretty good for a job that you want to get it on the water before there's still some season going here. Sailing in the mornings, and I mean like I'm talking just before noon, not real early, is really neat. I mean, like at 9, the wind is just starting to make texture out here. Just sometimes it's flat in areas, and there's just see a little bit of breeze come across, and then it starts to turn into wavelets, and then it gets to about this here. It's getting a late start today for the gorge, the Columbia River Gorge, and there's just something wonderful about the sun out here in the mornings. before it gets so high, the sun gets high enough that it gets sort of, you know, oppressive. But we've had a big cool off here. We had nearly 99 degrees. Well, we had 98 degrees one day. I think it hit almost 100 about a week and a half ago. And so this is down to like, I think this was 80 today, or 78 degrees this morning when I came out. About 10. Can't complain, that's for sure. I mentioned the new sail for this boat. You know, biggest thing would be to have a window out here. There's nobody out here today. I don't know what's going on. I think there's not enough wind for all the windsurfers and kiteboarders. But this is Memorial Day weekend out here. I mean, Labor Day weekend. So. Nice breeze. I'm actually able to sit on the windward side now. One thing I'd like to do with this little boat, just because I'm 6'3" in height, I wouldn't mind having a pad to sit on that raises me like 2 inches, just to give my knees a little more slack. Got such an acute bend, but this is great. So I'm having fun with it. Just slapping a lot here. I don't know how well I'm sailing the Sunfish. I don't sail the Sunfish much. I'm experimenting with being square off the waves or angled. This is just a little after 6 right now, and I'd say it's smoothed out, but there's still some wind left here. So I'm beating now, more or less, I think. I'm still getting a feel for pointing in this boat. You know, this flat bottom is weird. Kind of slaps. I'm sure everybody who has sailed a rounded hulled boat and then gone to this is weirded out. But you know, it's awesome. It's fun. I'm not sailing it real well, but I'm gonna do a tack and surf some more. I really enjoyed that. Here's the large sloop. That's over 30 feet. And it's pretty civilized. The waves are a little bigger. But I think the wind might be a little smoother now. The kite boarders have just started to go in because it's not enough wind for them. I'm just checking out boat handling and sunfish handling and some waves, and it's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. It's weird, but right now, oh, there's a salmon carcass. It's weird, but right now my wind indicator, the Davis wind indicator there, when I head up and get it about on the, or get the boat pointed where that indicator is about the same, almost parallel to my boom angle, seems to be a pretty good trim. If anybody wants to comment on that, I'm going to turn up a little more to get it more. Okay, so that, I'm heading really up pretty good on the wind for, I think, this boat. And so those two probably pushing too hard in the waves here. But it's similar, it's not much difference. So I'm kind of looking at that as an indicator. So right now it seems like it's a head up. And that's that angle more. And of course then I'm going to waves a little more. But that's interesting. I'm still playing around with the trim on this longer boom sail. I'm not used to a foot this long. Again, getting that angle closer. And even though I'm slamming the waves, it seems like I get some acceleration there. I'm going to sheet in some more. We'll see what that does. Trying to match that. I just sheeted in a good bit. There's lots of this sail is just trash. It just sits there and no matter what I do. And the cloth is so old on this old AMF Alcourt sail. It has no support. It's not its fault, it's like 50 years old. So I just got in at 6:30, and today was a good day. It was a full range from mild to wild, and then mild and wild again.